Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ken, aka The Phoenix, and this is Spiritual Gamer. A brief aside before we get started, last episode was more gamer than it was spiritual, and as we continue on through the series, I am going to get better at that. Another thing is, please forgive my voice. I don't have the bassiness that I used to have while I was doing the Phoenix logs. For some reason, it's cold, mucusy, it's coating my vocal cords. There's not much I can do. I've tried. You'll hear me try to clear my throat. There I regained a little bit of it. And then it's right back to where it is. So unfortunately, that's where we're at right now with that. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. To simulate the PC CPU games as we always do. We'll skip all. We are, as per usual, at the top of the list. We are the only undefeated team with a 63 plus 63 run differential. Let's see. All of our team is doing good. We've got some good vibes going on, and we will go ahead and get started. But yes, so we are in the 7th episode, but I did take the longest time off, and so it took some time for me to get back into it. And I feel like that's how I start off talking about it. And these pitches now seem like they're going so slow. What the heck? What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. What? Okay. Where? Options. Oh my god, where's the player menu? Where do I... Okay, here we go. My ego is at 60. Oh my god, the timing is just really bad. Holy crap, he's a slow thrower. This is really hard, guys. We struck out. Oh, we almost struck out. I almost struck out twice. Oh my gosh, I am so shook. Oh, and now he... Oh my god. You know what it could be? Also, fun little fact that I did not share with you all sooner, rather. I'm sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied. I didn't sleep at all last night. So you're getting a version of me that has been awake for... How long have I been awake for? 11 a.m. yesterday, the day prior. So this is actually the second episode I'm filming before falling asleep. Yeah, it is currently after 5 p.m. I have worked. I went to work today. Worked a whole 8 hours. Came home, and I am sleepy, a little delirious, but dedicated to the cause. And having, am I going to catch that? Okay, good. It's just, maybe that's why I'm perceiving everything as being off, because even my pitches are slow. Like, I swear something's going on here. No sleep, my timing's off. It's a little wild. That was right off the edge of the bat. If it is going slower for me, I should be able to see the ball better. But I digress. I did say... I gotta stop swinging at everything. I did say that I wanted to be more spiritual, instead of, you know, the big discrepancy we have, the gap between spiritual and gamer, and there I am swinging at everything again. One thing that I do want to touch base on, and what has been kind of on my mind all day, is a video that I don't know if I promised it to you all a while ago or whatnot, but it is about the convergence. Now, I was going to do a whole timeline video and kind of show it, like actually illustrate it for you all, what the timelines look like in my mind. But you know, with the direction I'm taking right now, I don't know that that's necessarily going to happen. But again, there's a lot of ideas floating around, so I at least want to do one weekend video a week that is not gaming related. So, you know, nice. That might be something that comes into play. We'll see what happens and what I do with that.
Now batting.
But I did bring it up, and I want to talk about it. The convergence. And while converge means... Oh, no. We did it again. Oh, my God. That guy was getting us, and he is... He's going to come back. Oh, don't drop. Don't drop. So while I call it the convergence, and convergence means everything comes together... what this is a collapsing of timelines into a current theme of us having to choose. We get to choose whether we stay in the fear-based timelines or whether we ascend to the love-based timeline. And you might have heard this buzzword going around here lately. You might have, you know, as it picks up traction. That is the 5D, the New Earth. There was a wonderful book written by Dolores Cannon detailing this next era we're going into. It is called The Three Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth. There's a lot of information in that book, and a lot of it is like just it resonates with me. That's how I asked the question last time, or very recently. How can you be sure? Like, how can I be sure that everything I'm talking about is the truth? And what's my proof? This, that, the third. I honestly just go off of intuition. Intuition is a big thing for me. Does it resonate? Is what I'm getting, does it resonate with me? And the information that I've gotten from her resonates more, you know, it resonates so much more than like any just general religion did. For various reasons, right? There's the whole, well, I'm not going to get into it now. Because that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about the convergence. And what you need to know is you have a choice. And a lot of what you consume, well, you know, like, I mean media, not necessarily food. The type of media you consume will dictate your emotional well-being, your emotional state. And that will ultimately determine. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be a home run. Ultimately, that will determine whether you're attracting positivity or negativity, and what you attract, what you are pulling in, you also give off. So, the more negativity you consume, the more negative your focus is on, and that just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy almost. And this is literally like running in slow motion. This game is like running in slow motion for me today. It literally feels like I'm playing it on like 20 ego. I don't know what is happening. It's the craziest thing. Maybe I need to change it. Or maybe I just need to sleep. It could be that. Very well could be that I need to sleep. It's not the slowest person there. But yes, you have a choice in what you choose. I mean, you always have a choice. If anyone ever tries to tell you you don't have a choice, they're wrong. They're trying to limit you and trying to control you. That's what that is. When anyone's trying to tell you that you don't have a choice in a situation It's them strictly trying to control you.
Baseman, number 27, Ham Slamus.
So yeah, always keep a lookout. Always keep your wits about you. Always be thinking. Always be questioning too. That's probably one of my favorite things. I don't know when it suddenly became taboo to ask questions, but I woke up one day and it seemingly was. Oh yeah, we're gonna send Ham Slamus, or wait, whoever that is. I don't know who just scored.
Now batting, the shortstop.
I was literally watching that ball sail and wondering if it was gonna get caught, or if it was that one got caught, or if it was gonna bounce off the wall. So I was just, luckily it was already 2 outs, so I could just send everyone, just full send them. Okay, so we adjusted to my speed, the speed that I'm seeing this game finally. I adapted even in my delirious state, and we took a commanding lead. That is not good. Now they're starting to score. We're not even going to throw it. That's an interesting sound effect that they have. I apparently have heard it before at some point. Here we go. And ourselves a nice double play. But yes, always try to remain sovereign. Always try to just be free. Always ask questions. Question authority, right? Always ask for sources. Even from me. Don't let me just say that. I have a source for a lot of stuff, and a lot of it is Dolores Cannon. Other spiritual teachers are like the Alchemist. Although there's a whole thing with the Alchemist where I feel like she's like talking to me. Oh, or she's like talking at me rather than to me. I don't know. Maybe she's more advanced than I am, and I am definitely willing to believe that. I'm not going to discredit myself because I am very well open-minded and I feel more adept than a lot of people. But then again, comparison is something that will decrease your vibration. So even a harmless comparison can lower your vibration. So I'm trying to actually avoid that, but this is just going off the rails, and I was trying to be humble and say that I'm not as advanced as some people, but see, there you go. That's just human nature, I suppose, that gone. That's just human nature that you compare yourself, right? That's the ego. That's our competitive nature because it's built into us. I mean, that's why we all love sports so much. That's why we're so quick to pick sides. No matter what it is, whether you're an iPhone user, an Apple user, Windows, Mac. Again, there's Apple in the other text. Whether you have a subset of whatever religion you're in, whether you're Protestant, Catholic, Baptist, or whatever political ideology you follow into, you get what I'm saying, and that is that we constantly are just really ready to just plant our flag and debate with one another, just go after each other. It's kind of interesting, kind of disgusting. I think it is a major reason why I am more introverted. Believe it or not, I am. And that's another thing. I was talking yesterday how I have this personality that everyone loves having me around, and they think I'm awesome, but they don't understand why I'm awesome. I'm introverted in nature, and I just chill, and I'm there to bring the good vibes. Dang, that sucked. I'm there to bring the good vibes, right? And it's just one of those things, that I get adopted by extroverts, and they love me. And I have introverted tendencies. I can also be the life of the party when I get a couple drinks in me. I guess this is my dating profile now. Video dating. Yeah, it's over Yoshida's head. That was in a spot that I just wasn't going to be able to get it. I might have been able to catch it if I jumped, but I really didn't think I had a shot at getting it. Let's see. All I can remember about what I was talking about now is how I made the joke about my dating profile. We had to dive to cut that ball off because, as I said, my my outfielder is a bit slow. So we are in the bottom of the 5th. We are not going to give up this lead. We aren't going to. All right, there we go. So yes, I was tracking it back in my head, and I have introverted tendencies, and it's because everyone's hyper competitive with each other. They just constantly want a war, and I hate fighting. Arguing is so exhausting. For the longest time, I actually was told that I was a bad partner because I didn't fight. And everyone likes to tell me that arguing is healthy, and I'm like, no, fighting and arguing is not healthy. Being able to have open lines of communication is actually healthy in a relationship, because arguing means you're not coming at your partner from a place of respect. And that is one reason why my wife and I are so successful, right? We never argue. We just sit down when we have a disagreement and talk it through. That was panic, team. That was panic. Okay. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? I was going to try for a double, but that was silly. That would have been so silly of me, guys. Yes, you always have a choice. Resonate what you pull in. That's why I'm always trying to be positive. And yes, go, 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 go. So I'm always trying to be positive, but more than anything, and this is the most important thing you can do, is to be authentic. Listen to your intuition. I'm always telling the truth, no matter how difficult of a truth it is. And don't get me wrong, there is definitely a way to be transparent and honest and not be a dick. Everyone's like, I'm blunt, so people don't like me. No, you're an asshole, first and foremost. And what you need to do is learn soft skills. Learn how to approach someone from a place of respect and not a place of, I'm better than you and I'm telling you this because you can't handle it or because someone needs to tell you, right? It's not about right or wrong. It's not about being better than the other person or anything like that. It's literally just about being a good person to be honest, be transparent. Don't make someone jump through those hoops. It's really refreshing when you try it out. But I always found that hilarious in people that are like, oh my God, people don't like me because I'm blunt. Too blunt for people. No, you just don't know common decency and how to tell someone something without being condescending. You literally lack that capability because it is definitely a way to tell people the truth, a disappointing truth, while being completely humble and showing humility. And now that my voice is cracking, I'm going to go ahead and get off my high horse because that's going to bring me into my another thing, judgments. So people, again, have this unbelievable knack of just being able to judge people. And when it comes down to levels of, I'm just going to use the blanket term enlightenment. I'm not saying I'm more enlightened than anyone else because what even is enlightenment, right? It's a state of consciousness. Being enlightened is not something that's going to cure your life or make everything better. I mean, it can increase certain quality of life features, I guess, because you're going to change your perspective. But ultimately, that's not for me to say that I'm more enlightened than you, so I'm better than you. It's not that way at all. but judgments.
Now batting, the
You
first
can
baseman,
say a blanket
number 42,
statement, I hate all racists. And sure, you could say, I'm not racist at all, so therefore I'm better than you.
Dano Yoshida.
And, like, oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh, it's like I'm not racist at all. Or prejudice. Maybe I should use the word prejudice. This actually is not. As I'm speaking this, I don't think it's actually a good example. Let me reset here. And prejudice. Prejudice is a better word. I'm not prejudiced against anyone. And then you can... so I'm recanting and just going with prejudice, not racist. Please forgive me. For what I was clearly walking into was not a good scenario. Trying to relax. Got him. And so you can say, I hate prejudiced people. I'm not prejudiced, but you're prejudiced against prejudiced people. So instead of actually being that judgmental against them, maybe try to understand where they're coming from. Because you're not going to heal hatred with hatred. Not everyone chooses bigotry or evil because it's bigotry or evil. You know, I'm of the tendency to feel like everyone's going to make their decision
Now batting,
based on their own life experiences and well thought out analysis of whatever situation they're in. Think of the time period that they grew up in. Think of what they went through with certain people from certain demographics. And yes, you can absolutely say, well, not everyone is that way, and that's absolutely true. That is how I mean, I live. That is the belief that I live. That is how I live my life. But in the same way, that is lucky that he ran that out. That is pretty impressive. Drop into the glove? No, yeah, that was a shoestring catch. But, you know, that's how I live my life. And where this whole roundabout thing that I'm trying to get to is, I'm going to catch that. The whole roundabout thing that I was trying to get to was to say that you can say, I don't hate anyone. But because you're like, well, I hate these people because they hate other people. Again, it's all about love. It all goes back to love and understanding, healing trauma. The only way that you're going to convert someone is not through a flame war and telling them that they're wrong. That's why politics doesn't work. Everyone's always arguing and demonizing each other. And 444, I will drink to 444. Shout out to Angel Numbers over here. And, you know, it's all about love and understanding and trying to bridge that gap. You know, you can't put out fire without flames. But you can crush a ball into the upper deck, almost. With force, 415 feet. I wanna dispute that because I'm pretty certain he would have hit that further than Thurman Colt's. But because Thurman's was just a lower angle, it went a little bit further. Seen more heat in a toaster, huh? All right, here we go, guys. We're working ourselves into a really good ninth inning here. I'm just focusing in. I've been blabbermouthing, and then I got distracted by the home runs. That's probably. Oh no, that's not gonna end the inning. I thought it was gonna end the inning, but because I thought there was at least one out, but there wasn't. All right, let's go, Yoshida. That's the third out of the inning.
It's 100-foot-long Friday.
100-foot-long Friday.
Today's winning row is row F in section 114. 100-foot-long hot dog is on its way. Now batting.
So everyone gets to share a 100-foot long hot dog? That's wild.
Herbert Hackman.
So we got my pitcher here, who I've just been mowing people down with since the first couple innings. He might be the MVP of the game, just with how locked in he is right now.
23.
But I probably jinxed him.
Offside.
Oh man, my pineal gland is doing that thing again where it's just pulsing. And this is the first time I had this experience was during the 1,000 lunges video. Or 2,000, whatever. And I've now experienced it the second time.
Number 25. Pepe
And that's
Benicio.
wild to me. Here, we're going to drop this out of the zone. That was the game. Wow, that was the game. I'm surprised. I thought there was one more out left to get. It was in the middle innings that they started getting in, getting to them, but we figured it out, right? We figured it out. Went 9 innings, had 2 earned runs on 7 hits, walked no one, had 10 strikeouts, has a 1.59 ERA. And he was number 2. The first person was Billy Bronx with 2 homers. And third was Thurman Colt with 1 home run. Both the first and third person went 3 for 5. And that was another game in the books. A great game, I will say. An absolute banger, if you will. But that is going to do it for today's episode. But before I go, I did want to go ahead and reiterate that if there is any point that I touched on today that you would like me to go more in depth on, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to make sort of a talking head video similar to how I was doing over the summer. If you would like to see any of that content, feel free to go back to the main page or feel free to click on one of the links in the end screen. Either way, guys, this has been episode 7 in the books. Kind of crazy that we're already done with 7, but there is a lot more to go, and we will continue to get better as we go. So, thank you so much for watching. My name is Ken, aka The Phoenix, and I will see you tomorrow.